what's up? The Jawn Joi is here. Jawn Joi. The Jawn Joi. The young John. The young Jawn Joi.
What's up? It's your girl, Joy Live, the Jawn Joi. Now, you know, I have a hella bossed up individual in the building right now. IAMSU, what's good, bro?
What's happening?
How are you?
Happy to be here, man. I'm up here. I'm good.
How's your day been?
It's been long. I was doing some chores.
You was doing chores. IAMSU doing chores.
Yeah.
You better than me, bro. What kind of chores were you doing?
I was fixing my vent, my air conditioning vent. It got hella hot at the house or whatever. And I had to seal my vent because it was making like a weird ass little humming noise.
So you handy around the house.
I'm on my shit right now. I'm trying to be the ultimate bachelor. You feel me?
Yo, you're gonna be a great husband one day. You know how to fix shit, especially like in our generation.
Right, when I'm like 80 and I decide to get married.
Yeah, like they can still fix shit.
Exactly. I don't know if you've seen on my grandma, I was fixing my gutter and shit. Like, that's
Do
my
you
new
really
hobby.
like doing shit like that?
It's becoming my new hobby on everything. I'm finna like upgrade my bathroom and shit. Like.
All right, so you like doing like the manly work around the house.
I'm feeling it.
Any female that could ever enter your life, does she have to be like, I want to say domestic? Do you look for that in a female?
I can't cook.
So she has to come
somebody
in.
Gotta
She
be
has
able
to
to
like.
cook,
She gotta cook. She gotta clean and shit.
We gonna eat every day. I clean too, but just cook and like be able to twist my hair and clean up a little bit.
So she has to cook, clean up a little bit, and know how to twist your hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be a blessing.
That's an interesting list.
For real, huh?
Yeah, that's a real interesting list.
It's like if you take the time to learn it, that means you really care about me. Like if you twist my hair, you know what I'm saying?
Why do guys always ask that when you know how to twist hair? Like I don't think that's something all girls know how to do.
Yeah, it needs to be braids, twist the hair, something.
Yeah,
just have some type of skill, especially if I got hair. As long as I got hair.
Would you ever cut your hair?
I be thinking about it sometimes, but I feel like I look hella weird.
How long you had your dreads?
Like 3 years, maybe 4.
Oh, okay.
But I had a long afro before that.
Oh, so you just dreaded up that
I just
fro.
kept it lit. Yeah.
All right, so I want to say congrats to you. You recently had a placement on Adam Sandler and Chris Rock's new Netflix movie. What's the name of it?
It's called The Week Of.
The Week Of.
Yeah.
Yes, The Week Of. How'd that come about?
So they picked that song on their own, and then like my publishing company hit me up and just asked to clear it, and I'm like, hell yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'm watching a basketball game on TV, and they got hella commercials for it. Like they really piped up with the promo, like for sure. So it was a blessing.
Did you see the movie?
Yeah, it was hard.
That means he's about to watch it. It is a good movie though. I actually seen it maybe like 2 weeks ago.
For real? It was funny.
It was funny. It was funny. It was about Adam Sandler and Chris Rock. Their children are engaged to get married.
Oh damn! Okay.
And Adam Sandler is the father of the bride, and he just wants to be able to show his daughter that he can provide. For her wedding, and Chris Rock is the baller.
How crazy is it that they like hella older?
Exactly. I was like, they're playing like people like their kids are getting married. They had gray hair and shit. I was just like, I remember Adam Sandler and what was it? What was the movie with the little boy?
Stepdaddy.
Big
Big
Daddy, yeah,
something.
when he was like teaching little boy how to pee and shit.
I love that movie. I ain't gonna lie, I love that movie.
I love that movie. That's an ultimate favorite of mine.
The golf one, I think, was Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
And then Lil Nicky when he was like the devil's son.
Yeah.
And then it was
he always has the best movies.
He was going crazy.
What if you could like choose any movie from the past to have one of your songs in, what movie would it be?
Like Friday or something.
Friday. IAMSU and Friday.
Yeah.
I can see that's only right for the Cali side.
Yeah, exactly. Like something like that. Friday or Bad Boys.
We were just talking about Bad Boys off air.
Yeah, they need me in that movie, bro.
You said it's a Bad Boys 4 coming out.
Yeah, part 3.
Part 3. I'm retarded for that. Just please excuse me. I said part 4.
They need me in that motherfucker though.
Okay. So now you're in Atlanta right now.
Mm-hmm.
But you're also like in the Bay.
Yeah.
So how is that being bi-coastal, and how do you do it? Is it like week by week, month by month? Like how do you do that?
It just depends. Like if I'm working a lot back home, then I'll be in Cali for a long time. Like let's say I'm back home like doing shows and hosting clubs and shit like that. But if I'm recording, then I'll be out here 9 times out of 10. Cause I'll be away from everything and I can focus.
Okay.
I get distracted hella easily. Like I'll go to the club every single night. I'll do something every night. I'll go shopping every day.
If you're back home in the Bay.
Like I'm just distracted too easily. But out here, I'm able to just focus and do my shit, you know?
Do you think you like get your inspiration back at home and then you come to Atlanta and center it just to create the music?
A little bit, but I get inspired a lot out here. I ain't gonna lie. Like, just listen to the radio or just interacting with people and just being so different. It just like it encouraged me and inspires me to learn, you know. So I'll just be picking up different little things, like different aspects of life from different people and putting it in my music.
With Atlanta and the Bay being totally, you know, on the different sides of the country, the culture is totally different. What do you learn most and take most from, you know, being in Atlanta?
I like how black people talk to each other out here.
How do black people talk to each other here?
They be a little bit nicer.
Really?
A little bit nicer than in the Bay. Like I went to get my haircut earlier before I came up here, and I'm walking down, and somebody was like, "Hey, how you doing today, man?" Out of nowhere. So we're just walking past each other.
I never been to the Bay. So what I'm taking from this is people in the Bay kind of are rude. Like,
I'm not going to say we rude.
Like anti?
We just,
I mean, it's just like.
Anti is a good word.
Okay. I mean, I can kind of relate to that being from Philly. We're not really the most friendliest group of people either.
If we need some help or something, like, let's say, like, oh, bro, I'm not from out here. Can you just tell me how to get to this place? Of course, somebody will help you. I'm not saying everybody, but somebody will help you.
Yeah.
But, like, just those little type of things I notice, like, when I go to, like, a restaurant or something, people just be a little nicer. It'd be a little bit more, like, a friendly vibe. But back home, it ain't
Southern
all like
hospitality.
that. Yeah.
They really live up to it.
They do, for the most part.
I'm just still trying to get used to it.
Yeah, and like people just be hella talkative. I'm so used to like not even saying shit to people a lot of times, you know.
No, I definitely get you. I definitely get you.
I'm like,
now,
damn.
What are some of your favorite spots when you're in Atlanta, and some of your favorite spots when you're in the Bay?
Let's see. Like I like to go to Magic City. I go to Magic City probably like twice a month or something. And then back home, I like to go to Lake Merritt. That's like it's just lake and it's a park and it's hella restaurants and just all type of fire stuff that be going on. I like to go up there. I go to this Chinese restaurant called Hunan Villa back at the crib. That's like my favorite. You know what I'm saying? And then what else do I like to do? Shit, that's it. I might go to Frisco, go to the Pink Dolphin store, and shit like that.
Pink Dolphin.
Yeah.
I remember when that first came out.
Hell yeah.
It came a long way.
Yeah, so like the people that own that are my partners, so I've been supporting them and rocking with them forever.
All right, so coming up in the Bay, what did you take most from, you know, growing up in the Bay, and how did it mold you and shape you into, you know, the artist you are now?
Just like on some do-it-yourself type stuff. Like all our legends and stuff, they was independent artists like Mac Dre and Too Short and E40 and the list goes on. Everybody was selling their own music, had their own labels, was driving around vans selling CDs. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like for instance, this rapper named La Rue, we was coming out of high school. It's a restaurant called Red Onion right by my high school. He had his van parked and he was selling his CDs right there. I'm like, oh shit. He was just like picking up food and shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
So our rappers was like really, I'll be out in the city and I'll just see them, you know?
So is that where the inspiration came from for you to start your own label and, you know, take the independent route?
Yeah, absolutely. I felt more at ease with doing that because, you know, it's like a little stigma doing that. Like, if you go from a major label and you hop up and be like, okay, I'm finna do my own shit, it's kind of like you going against the grain in certain situations. But I felt that it was good for my type of music and just how I move as a person. You know, it brought my anxiety level down like 1,000,000%.
Oh.
Like,
I mean, because you would think, you know, being a label owner and being your own boss in that sense is kind of like you got to carry a lot of weight. You got to, you know, wear a lot of hats. So
you do it, but I feel good at the fact that it's my decision at the end of the day. If I want to drop tomorrow, I could drop.
You can drop.
So little things like that I like.
Where'd the inspiration for the title, I mean, like the label name Eyes on Me come from?
I was just toying around with names, like me and my mom.
Shout out to your mom. I love your mom.
Shouts out to my mom for sure. Love
she's
you,
a
Mom.
writer.
For real, man. I tell you, she's like Kevin Durant's mom or something.
She's
like
always there.
She pushed me to be better, nonstop. You know. But that name, it was just like it basically represents like I feel like the people that support me are like I'm supporting them at the same time. So it's like we a reflection of each other. The eyes are on each other, you know. The better I do, the better they do. The better they do, the better I do. And like I got like a close connection with my fans. So that's really like what it kind of represents in a long-winded form, you know.
All right, so coming up and, you know, building your fan base, coming from a household of supportive parents, when did the passion for the music come into play?
I always loved music. I was like beating on the couch and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, as a 3-year-old. I used to live in Louisiana, so we would go to the Grambling State game or whatever. I hear the band, I'd be juiced. I'd come back to the house, my mom bought me a drum set, and I'd just beat on the drums. And then I'd just be trying to rap, but I couldn't get no words out. I'm like 3 years old. So I'm trying to get words out. I'm just like saying stuff to a beat, but it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually it just led to me really rapping and trying to figure it out.
What did you feel like you somewhat mastered first, the rapping or the producing?
I'm going to say rapping first, because I would take, like, the game, you know, when the game was putting out them Black Wall Street mixtapes, I would take his raps, put my like, plug and play my life story shit into his raps. Like, instead of him saying the game, I'll say Sue. Instead of his city, I'll say my city. I'll do that with him. I did that with Fabulous, Wayne, like, Eminem. Then I'll just plug my verses in, you know.
That's actually a smart way to start learning.
But I was getting it off at school, like I was having super bars. They'd be
the ultimate cheat code.
You know what I'm saying?
Ultimate cheat code.
So I'm rapping. I used to rap this one Fabulous verse off a Loso Way mixtape at school, and they was like, "Damn!" Like, then eventually I just was able to rap. Like, I was like, "Okay, this line with this line make a bar, and this with this," you know.
I know you went to college, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel? And you studied communications. So how do you feel like that has, you know, helped you and crafted you and, you know, led you into your career? Do you feel like it's assisted you at all? Do you feel like your degree assisted you at all?
I don't have a degree.
Okay.
But I get the politically correct answer. I'm gonna give you the real answer.
No,
first.
give me the real answer. You don't gotta be politically
I encourage
correct.
all kids to go to school and finish
go
school,
to school.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that is a good accolade. My whole family is like teachers. My grandma, my mom, my auntie. But school just wasn't for me. I'd be bored as fuck in class, and I just was like, I need to get the fuck up out of here. Like, it'd just be like, hell no. Like, I had this communications class. It was a big ass lecture hall, and I'd be in the back so bored, like fighting sleep so hard. I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you just had no passion for it.
Yeah, and like around this time, I put out this mixtape called Kilt. And this was like maybe 2011, and then I had to go to New York to perform with E40 on 106 in Park and do like some press for Kilt. Yeah. So I was going from school for a week, and I'm like, I'm just not finna go back. My mom tried to get me to do the online classes, but I flopped those, and I'm like, I'm not going to school no more.
How'd your mom feel when you like made that decision?
She was just like, make some money, like, cause my music was paying for my school. Okay. For like 3 years. I feel like I'm dumping hella money into the school shit. I could have bought a studio. I could have bought hella shit. Like, so she was just like, if this is what it's gonna be, you need to really do it. You feel me? So locked in, I was head down from then till now.
Now you touched on, you know, going up to New York with 40 for 106 in Park. How did your relationship with E40 come about? Because I mean, you guys got Function together, and I gotta give it to you. Like, if people do their research, you're on Gas Pedal, Function. Like, those are some like dope ass songs that, you know, come out the Bay, and
like a lot of like, you know, classic songs.
Let's just keep it real. They're classics out the Bay. Yeah. So how did that relationship come about with 40?
He just followed me on Twitter and then called me out the blue and said, like, let's get on this song. Like, I had seen him, of course, but I'd be hella nervous, like, because E40 like the biggest rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he seems to be real in touch though with what's going on in the city and with the youngins. For
sure. And like, I think that's what keeps him as a respected legend. Like, when you do things like that and you just pay it forward with the city, like, you'll always get the love. So he showed me hella love. We shot the video. He got me out of a parking ticket the day of a video shoot. It was me and YG first time ever being on TV. You feel me? So he showed me a lot of love. And like, up until this day, like last year we performed at the Oracle Arena together, and that was fire. Like, my first time having a set at the Oracle. So I'll shout out to E40.
What's been your most favorite performance thus far?
That's a good question. It'll probably be my first time performing for my dad. I was on tour with Wiz in Houston, and it was my dad's first time seeing me.
Why did it mean so much to you that your dad got to see you?
Just because, like, he knew I was doing the music stuff, but he just didn't know how serious it was. So like to be in front of 25,000 people and he see me, and I see my dad in the crowd. I'm like, oh damn! I'm like, okay, that just charged me.
It's like
up.
when he shows up to your game when you're a kid.
Yeah, exactly. Because I used to play basketball,
Yeah.
so he'd pop up at my games for sure, and he was like thinking I was gonna be LeBron. Like he was pushing me to play basketball, but then the rapping came.
What position did you play ball?
I was a center. I wanted to be a point guard though, but my coach made me play center.
What's that complex like? A lot of guys who are supposed to play center want to be point guards. No, get your tall ass and stand in the paint. Like
you play basketball?
Yes, I did. I was a 3. You know, the left is kind of crazy. You don't want to see me. You don't want to see me.
It's it is like a complex
it's
with
a
big
complex
dudes. We do want to like handle
y'all want to be
ball
small.
and,
It's like the small ones, the Napoleon complex.
Yeah.
You know, the small guys have the Napoleon complex.
Yeah.
And then there's you big ass guys, and y'all like, no, I want to be the point guard. No.
Man, I was just like, put me in some type of guard position because I could shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
He'll
so
just always have me low block.
Shoot.
Yeah, but it would never just be those type of situations where I could pop out and shoot my threes. And all the times I did, my coach would fire off on me. I have to run hella much. Like I've hit one game winner my freshman year. I hit one game winner, and my coach was so high to me.
Still made you run.
I had to do boards. You know what a board is?
No.
You got to take your shirt off and push it on the line like a suicide.
Oh hell no, that's not happening.
Yeah.
They wasn't doing that with girls though.
Nah, hell no, because that's doing too much.
We
Y'all can't be taking your shirts off.
We definitely did suicides though. We were like, what kind of time is you on? It's not happening over here.
Well, yeah, shouts out to Pinole Valley High School. You feel me? That boy, Coach Torres, Mark DeLuca. You feel me? They still be tapping in with my music and stuff.
That's dope. That's dope to always be able to go back to your high school and see the support still there.
Absolutely. I go to Jamba Juice every day when I'm in the Bay. It's right next to my high school.
You been following the finals?
Finals what?
Playoffs.
Yeah. I watch every game. Yeah.
All right, so who you going for? Because, you know, I know you're a Lakers fan.
I'm a Lakers fan.
But they're not in
fact.
it.
Yeah.
So, let me stop.
I want to see the Cavs. I ain't going to lie.
You want to see the Cavs?
Yeah.
I mean, my city just took an L, but, I mean, we're proud.
Y'all did good. Y'all been trash for hella long. Y'all, like, I can't really talk shit because the Lakers the same kind of way. Y'all like a historic team. All them Allen Iverson years, all the way back to Dr. J, all that shit.
A nice run during
I had a smooth run. I wish AI would have got a ring, but aside from that, it's just good to see.
I think they should give him an honorary one.
He did too much for the game. He impacted it way too much.
I feel like the Sixers are going to come back around next year. I feel like we're going to be in the playoffs again because we did it this year, and they're really coming together well because it's such a young team. Like before, it was like they drafted so many youngins, but they were so talented, and it was like just give them a few years, and they're going to be great together. And I feel like this season they actually showed, you know, the potential there of what they can really be and the force that they could be.
Yeah.
So when the Sixers do win the finals one year, I feel like AI should, you know, get an honorary run.
Definitely.
I feel like that's deserved. But,
y'all are like the Warriors. Like, you know how the Warriors got they people off a draft pick, except for KD, but Clay and Draymond and Steph are always draft picks. It wasn't like they just found the rawest niggas ever. So y'all are developing y'all talent. Hopefully my Lakers can do the same thing, man.
I'm not calling fraud though. I'm low-key a Lakers fan too.
There you go. I don't know how you was doing that though. All them years back and forth. Kobe and Shaq versus AI. I don't know how you was doing that.
I love Kobe too. You know, I definitely had my AI jersey and I had my 24 jersey.
That's a fact. I got a Allen Iverson poster, but of course I had all the Kobe shit, the shoes, the jerseys, everything. So,
question: Bron, is he coming to the Sixers as we're all speculating, or is he
coming to LA?
Lakers? You want to can we place a bet on that?
What you want, like $20?
Yeah, we could do 20.
All right,
let's do 20. We'll shake on it. $20.
I'm gonna say he's not coming to Philly because of this reason right there. I don't know what y'all cap space situation is, and he needs a max contract. He's LeBron James. You're
right. I don't know if Philly is going
to LA
cut that check either.
We could sign 2 max players this offseason. So you feel me? That right there, bag. You know what I mean?
That was a good point.
That's the only reason. But I feel like if he wants to be competitive, he could go to Philly for sure. He could do good in Philly, but if he wants to be competitive and have dollars, which we all want, LA, beautiful weather, historic franchise, Magic Johnson. You know what I mean? He idolizes Magic Johnson from business and on the court.
Brian, come to Philly. Let's do this.
I don't know, bro.
Let's do this. You know what I mean?
If he went to Philly, it would be 1 year with an option. He would go for 1 year. If it didn't work, I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I could see that, maybe.
Yeah, he probably would.
I could see that.
For safety precautions. Now, I want to, detour off a little bit into fashion.
Yeah.
I want to get your opinion. I be seeing you around and you be having like the little bag.
Yeah.
What are those called?
It's a fanny pack.
It's a fanny pack. Okay, I thought so. Y'all just don't wear it around your waist.
I wore it around my waist at Coachella. I ain't gonna lie.
How was Coachella?
It was cool. My feet was hurting.
Yeah, the festival thing is interesting.
And I thought I had on cozy shoes. I had some Yeezys on. It was just.
You had some Yeezys on.
Yeah.
You throw them out yet? No, I'm joking.
Nah. I feel like I see Meek say this, so I'm gonna copy his answer. I feel like he's just made a few uninformed statements, but I just wish him the best with his future decisions. I don't think we should throw him out yet.
No, I feel like Kanye doesn't think before he speaks. Yeah, they say, before you say it out loud, say it to yourself first. I used to get told that. They be like, Joy, before you say something now, say it to yourself first. I used to say some wild shit out my mouth.
My first interviews, I'll say just anything. You feel me?
So it's like, say it to yourself first, and then you tell us what you think of it before you say it to the world. But back to this fanny pack.
Yeah.
I didn't forget. What are your thoughts of it when, it gets called a purse?
It's not a purse.
Not a purse. What about the guys that really do be them joints low key be purses?
I can't speak on that.
So you have no opinion on the fact that I've been seeing it so often. I see more guys with bags around their arms than girls.
Yeah.
Okay, what's in your fanny pack?
My cell phone, charger, my phone, my wallet.
Damn, how big is this fanny pack?
It's pretty big. It's like this big. It's like the Gucci. It's like the Gucci one. It's like probably like this big. Then I got some chap lip in there. I got some my keys and some other stuff.
So low key is a man bag though.
I mean,
y'all don't want to call it that.
I be out all day. You know what I'm saying? I just be you feel me?
That is hilarious. All right, so I want to get into HBK.
Yeah.
Let's talk about HBK. Heartbreak Gang.
Yeah.
How did that come about? And the symbolism of the heartbreak.
Heartbreak just came from me and Pilo. I took Pilo to get lunch one time. I graduated 2 years before Pilo, so when I got my car, I pick him up at lunch. We would go eat and just kick it for a little bit while they was in school. And he came up with the name. We was going to like KFC or Burger King or something.
Why Heartbreak? You never said.
I don't know. It was like HBK, bro.
You just ran with it.
Like that's hard.
No questions asked.
Like that's hard.
So I want to touch more on, Eyes on Me, you being an independent label, and being signed to yourself.
Yeah. I'm
sure deals have been offered. Why haven't you decided to go?
It's a list of things, but what I will say is that I'm definitely open to business. I'm not declining no business. I'm open for business. My shop is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Right now, I'm running my business. You feel me? If anybody is interested in going into business with me, I'm open to entertain anybody. You know what I'm saying? But just at this point in time, I'm on this campaign.
So, speaking of your campaign, everything, you're a businessman. You bossed up.
Yeah.
We're gonna touch
4
on
or 5 times.
We're gonna touch on Bossed Up Deluxe in a second.
Yeah.
But you have a lot going on. You got your merch store. You have app. You're getting into the tech world. Touch a little bit on that and just tell me what's all up your sleeve.
So the app basically is like a music streaming thing. Right now it's just for my music, but I have plans in the future to make it to where you can listen to a variety of artists. But it just like centralizes all my music into one place. And shout out to my little cousin DeAndre. He made the app. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So young black man out there.
All in the family.
Yeah, doing this thing. Yeah, so he came at me with the idea, and I'm like, that's super hard. I ain't seen nobody besides Jay-Z do that. Like. So I'm like, I'm all in, and then I premiered Boss Up 4 on my app. Like, so for my people that subscribe and downloaded it, they got the music like 2 weeks early.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's love for all the fans that really support you. Get the music 2 weeks early is a really like.
Yeah. So people was rushing to download the app. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll drop random songs on there all the time. Like.
So what's your recording process like? How often do you record?
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. So what time do you get up and start recording?
I don't be sleeping. I be every day. I sleep for a couple hours during the actual day. Then I get back up and then
So on average, how many hours you think you get of sleep a night?
Maybe 5. I'll stay up till like 9 in the morning recording, or I'll be in the bed like trying to sleep. Then I'll be like, oh shit, I gotta to this right now. Like, you feel me? I gotta do this right now, or I'm gonna forget it. Cause sometimes someone will just hit me and it'll be so hard. I just gotta do it right.
So you usually by yourself during your sessions, cause you like recording all day. So it's just, how's that like with the? It's no distractions really if it's just by yourself.
Nah, it ain't. I'll be on IG Live. Like they'll see me making my songs, or I'll be on FaceTime. And I'll just be making a beat or whatever, chilling, chopping it up, and then recording.
I know we were talking off air and we were saying how you just learned how to engineer. Yourself. What was that process like? Man,
shouts out to the boy Derek King, bro. He put me on. He put my plugins on my computer and put me on.
Oh, so you got all the sauce.
Yeah. You know, it's all like lit. I got a little template of my auto-tune on there. I'm just,
as long as you got your template, you low-key straight.
Because I'm lit right now. I'm like, okay, bam, make my beat.
All right, so making beats and then being an artist as well. Do you prefer to record to your own music, your own beats, or, you know, take other producers' work?
I'm like in a weird pocket when I rap. So a lot of times it'd be my beats. But if I find a beat that I could really get with, then I'll rap on anything. But just my pocket be kind of weird. I guess like being from the Bay and then trying to hop on slower tempo beats, you got to just damn near come and meet me in order to make a beat, you know?
All right, so coming from the Bay, you know, y'all are known for the hyphy movement.
Yeah.
All of that, and it's still there. I think some people thought it went away, but it didn't. It just, you know,
it just evolved.
Yeah. So, what's your relationship with we're gonna have to edit this part. I'm sorry.
SOB.
Yes, SOB.
Yeah, I know them.
What's your relationship with them?
Number one, I'm super proud of them. You feel me? Like some just young boys coming out the Bay. I always salute that. But I don't know when I met them. Sage took them on tour like maybe 2 years ago, and I seen Neff post that video. I clicked the link. I'm like, this is super hard. This is anti.
Yeah.
In a song called Different. I'm like, this is super hard. I posted myself, and then I think somebody was on Instagram Live. It might have been Lil Kilo or somebody, and they was doing an anti remix. I said I need in.
Yeah.
So I just put up and did the verse, and I think that's when I met T.O. And I don't know when I met everybody else, but they all hella cool. Like I snuck Slimmy and all of them in a club one time, and they cool.
Y'all got a dope movement over in the Bay, especially with y'all sound. And a lot of people have been picking up on, I say, Detroit kind of.
Yeah, Detroit is weird though, cause like they sound like that.
Yeah,
they sound like that.
I don't know. I feel like a little Bay influence in Detroit.
Yeah. And vice versa now. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody wearing the glasses and in the Bay, you know, like people in Detroit and the Bay been trading game a lot. So I don't know what that's about, but that shit is like crazy. I went to Detroit and that shit was like Oakland to me. Like it was just like Oakland. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a trip.
All right, so Sage, you were talking about Sage. How'd your relationship come about with Sage? And because y'all did Gas Pedal together a while ago, and that shit
was like
still
2012 or 13 or something.
Yeah.
But Sage probably gonna tell a different story, but this is the story I remember. He seen me out a couple times. You feel me? And he said I acted kind of Hollywood like the first time I seen him. I ain't show him the
Can
love.
you take him serious though? Sometimes he low key a comedian.
Yeah, he's goofy all the time. So I don't know. I feel like I was cool, but maybe I could have been Hollywood. Like I don't know. I think it was on like I'm walking the stage scenario.
Yeah.
So you know how it should be like that. You can't really get with somebody. But long story short, I went to do a verse for another artist at his house, but I didn't really know Sage was Sage at that time. I do the verse and I'm just listening to it, making sure it's right, and I'm finna dip. He's like, bro, can you just like listen to the song? And it was Gas Pedal. And then he plays it. And I wasn't finna get on it originally. I was like, it's cool. Like, and I look at my partner, I'm like, D-Lo, should I do it, bro? He's like, yeah, just do it. Like, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? Bro, I'm so glad I did that shit.
I was about to say, I know you glad you did that. What?
I swear to God.
Pedal. What?
I swear to God. I didn't see the vision at first. Like, I'm like, all right.
That's a good test, like, you know, testament right there, because it's more so like you said, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
So many people might decline a feature and then be like, damn.
Like, this is the biggest shit ever.
Yeah.
Like, it's the biggest shit ever. Like same thing, like, this is off subject, but with Uzi. I met Uzi before he was, like, the nigga. You know what I mean? So, just seeing him come up, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, you feel me?
No, definitely.
So, that was, like, with Sage, it was the same kind of thing. Like, Gas Pedal got on. Now we on national TV. Like, with this guy that was just talking about, hey, bro, can you I'm like, damn, like look at God, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
You never
crazy.
know what's gonna come through.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Bossed Up Deluxe is out now.
Yeah.
Why Deluxe? What made you add another 4 songs?
Man, I wanted to put all the songs on one thing, but I wanted people to listen to it because I'm like, if everybody heard all the songs, so I threw some more songs in there, and I'm always recording. Like I was recording before I came up here, so threw the songs on there. It's 35 songs.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm on my Chris Brown.
You want some Chris Breezy shit?
Yeah, it's 35 songs on there.
And with this being like a series, Bossed Up, why did you decide to continue it this far?
Yeah, everybody said that, and then like some of my partners was mad at me, like, bro, you can't get another title, or you're not gonna just slow down, or like, what are you doing? Like, you feel me? Like a lot of my friends was literally like,
that's funny.
It was literally like, what are you doing? Like, they thought I was going AWOL doing all this shit, but my motivation behind it was just like I got on from putting out hella music. Like in the Bay, I was putting out a song every single day when I was trying to get my name out. So I'm like, why not? I felt like I was at a transitional point in my career, like. So I was like, I need to define myself again. Like, so.
How many songs you think you've recorded in your life?
Maybe like 3,000.
Yeah.
Something like that. A lot, though.
That
and I done lost hard drives with hella songs.
What's that feeling like? I know, because I
tears.
mean, like, it's tears. Do you look at it as a new beginning, or like just to figure out how to get over it? Because when a hard drive break, it's your world.
Let me tell you, I accidentally, like, me and Pilo's older brother, I accidentally deleted, like, 500 of Pilo's beats.
Oh, my gosh.
And I was like, damn. Like, you feel me? So I already know.
Yeah.
It'd be like, it's tears,
It's
though.
sick. It's a sick feeling.
Hell yeah, it's tears.
We were just listening to some of your new music that's not out yet. I appreciate the exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. He didn't let y'all hear his music. But it's bomb. I'm just gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all it's bomb. What can we be expecting off of that project? And you don't have to give out full details, but will it be another addition to Bossed Up, or are we expecting a different name?
Whole new wave. Yeah.
And I know it sounded a little different, like from your, a lot of your other stuff. What led to that drift, or
just seeing more shit. Like,
shout out to Katie. I don't know if y'all know Katie, but well, hello is at the door.
Yeah, it's just a whole new wave. I feel like I just seen so much in like the last year. I grew up a lot, and I kind of just went back into being like a real student of music. Like I went back and listened to my favorite albums, like the stuff that made me love.
What's some of your favorite albums?
Like Get Rich or Die Trying, or like The College Dropout, or stuff in that era, like Jadakiss Kiss of Death. I hella like that album. There's a bunch. Too many to name.
What do you think separates that music now from today's music?
It was just a slower pace, and everything wasn't on the phone. So when somebody was on TV, it's like I'm watching this shit. You know what I mean?
You didn't want to miss it.
Like now, I could be like, okay, I'll just watch it on YouTube, or I'll see it on somebody's Instagram. Or
I'll be like, I'm definitely gonna see it on Instagram.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not rushing.
It was more.
I remember I used to rush to the TV to see the BET Awards or any award show, real. And I'd be like, I'll catch it online.
It was more moments, like I'm gonna sound old, but fuck it, like it was just more moments at that time, like back in my day. You feel me?
Back in my day, he put a back in my day. He's under the age of 30 and put a back in my day. Damn,
like for real though, like 106 in Park, like I didn't know what was gonna happen on there. Like I gotta make sure I'm at the house. Rap City, just them type of feelings, like that just brought me back to a nostalgic place. So that's just where this music is at. It's just everything feel like rooted, you know.
Now, Mother's Day, by the time this drops, it'll be out.
Okay.
So Mother's Day will have been passed.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
So happy Mother's Day. What do you have planned? Like, what do you have planned for your mom?
My mom is pretty chill, but we just probably gonna go somewhere and kick it, eat and stuff like that. Post some Instagram pictures.
What's the most piece of valuable advice you've taken from your mom?
My mom just was always telling me to believe in myself, no matter what, and just don't let nobody define my confidence. Like, don't let nobody strip my confidence. I could be in a room with Barack Obama, you feel me, and be the same nigga. Like, so that's really what she instilled into me.
Bet. Well, thank you, Sue, for coming through.
Yeah,
Happy Mother's Day. Shout out to your mom. I always love when I see her in the studio and she comes through. She's always such a warm spirit.
Hell yeah. Shouts out to your music too, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
appreciate it.
Quit playing, man.
Appreciate
Put some
it.
respect on it, bro.
Appreciate
She
it.
played me some slappers, you feel me?
Some slappers.
Oh, everything, yeah.
That
Shouts
Bay
out.
talk.
Thank you for having me, though.
All right, I'll catch you, bro. Can you